Good day or good morning. My name is Martin Schweiger and I'm a patent attorney in Singapore. And today is the 22nd of February 2025, and it's early in the morning. It's 6:57 a.m. Quite hot already. I'm here down the road. I have my weightlifting gear already, and I'm ready to go to the competition. Oh, it's so hot already. Yeah, I have prepared for this morning for 1 month and 4 days. Every day I did my walk, but I did the walk anyway, right? And my food, and I just wanted to get into the 105 kg class. And yeah, I believe I made it. Yesterday evening I was a bit scared because I switched from fasting to, fasting on Tuesday and Wednesday gave me a very low weight, below 103 kg, and then I started eating on Thursday and Friday, and my weight went up to 104 kg. Oh, this is my taxi. See, in Singapore you don't drive anymore, you have a taxi. And that thing is very stressless. It will bring me to my place. Oh, I must be careful. I caught a little back pain, and I need to be careful, but very careful. So we have everything. Roadside empty, taxi waiting, and go. Good morning. Morning.
Morning.
You don't mind if I talk with my friend?
No problem.
No problem. So I'm now on the way. I need to buckle up.
Yes.
Oh, it was so nice in the past century where cars didn't have belts. Oh, okay. So now I'm all done. And let me think a bit about what happened the past few days. So I was scared yesterday because my weight was picking up, and I had 104.3 kg weight. So I switched in the afternoon to fasting, dry fasting actually, from 3 p.m. to about 9 p.m. No more, 10:30 p.m. And at around 7ish I decided, okay, I go for a sauna, because sauna is the easiest way to lose a kg weight, or 1.5. And then I got that phone call and some work to do, and then I only could make it there to my place with the sauna, my club, at 9:30. So I had a solid hour of sauna, and I lost maybe a kg. Then I went back home and I did a little walk, and when I came back home from that walk, then stepped on the scale for taking a shower, and was 102.2 kg, which is exactly 10.4 kg below my starting weight on the 18th of January. So I made my goal, more than 10 kg weight loss in 1 month plus 3 or 4 days. Meep. These cars today, they look like starships. Yeah. Look at this. Yeah. And that gave me a lot of options, because no more need for dry fasting until the weigh-in, and also the weigh-in has lost its fear point, because a weigh-in there's a number of people queuing up because they're really almost they're dying because they did dry fasting for one day, and they are there just to get weighed in, and with 300 grams below the threshold make it in, and then they would replenish all the liquid, the water, and hopefully the glycogen, which they have been depleted. And all that dropped away from my shoulders yesterday at about 11ish. So what I did first, I broke my fast with 1 liter of coconut water with honey inside and some Himalaya salt for the minerals. And then I had half of the dry foods that I bought yesterday for the competition, because you don't want to eat fiber, right? Then I also I did an avocado smoothie with coconut water. Yeah, the coconut water, and I put some protein in, and just to replenish the amino acids so early in the morning. Yeah. And then I went to sleep, and this morning before I went to sleep I weighed myself in, and I was back to 103.8 kg. So I had something like 1.6 kg to my stomach, and so I went to sleep, and overnight I lost 0.6 kg. This morning 103.2 kg. I got up, I could have my normal coffee, I had a sip of coconut water, I had a protein bar, I had the fruits, the dried fruits, and now I'm really nicely filled. I'm not hungry, I'm not thirsty, I could very relaxed. I packed my stuff, you have seen my 2 bags, there's everything there. I even brought a second pair of shoes and a second belt, because it's not sure whether my old belt that I have worn 10 years ago for competing, because it's much smaller, my old belt will be accepted, because there's somehow a procedure to allow or not certain equipment. You will see. And so yeah, I dressed up in my singlet and a black t-shirt, and off we go. Good thing is really relaxed now, because the weigh-in is not important for me. I just queue there, I have all the time in the world. I'm halfway changed. I could, 10 minutes I would be ready for the platform. Just warm up. And warm up is also easy, because my lifted weights this time are very low. So I don't know what is what is it? Starter? No. Starter. Opener? Yeah, the opener. I don't even know the openers. I need to check what my back did. Yesterday sauna was good, because some warmth. I could have gone for a massage, but it was too late. And then the late night massage, I don't like. You never know where you end up. And so yeah, it should be okay. I don't feel pain. We'll see how that changes during the warm up, and we see where we go. And also the thing with the cab, the taxi, is really unstressful, because with your own car you need to load it, to walk to the car park, to get it, then drive there where we are, then unload it, then look for a parking space. Here, very nice. Get picked up. The destination, I drop off, take my 2 bags, and that's it. Very cheap also. Doesn't make sense to have a car in Singapore anymore, and maybe elsewhere also not. And yeah, wonderful evening. See inside Singapore. So green. Yeah. So let's see whether I make the first hurdle and whether my weighing scales in the bathroom at home are accurate enough so that I can pass the 105 kg class. And also whether they accept my old belt. But I brought a new belt with me. But it's just my belt when I had 132 kg is now so much too big. But the last hole would still be okay, and we will see what would happen. Not everything is much less critical because it's a big difference if your lifted weights are above 200 kg or below. And now in the new Masters 3 class, I'm very clearly below 200 kg lifted weight. Actually, it's quite nice. I've seen everything of this sport, I would say, even World Championship, and now I can go slow. I will not check my Oura ring and my sleep data. It's very short, 5 hours only, less than 5 hours, but I feel entirely fresh. So it's really, I'm looking forward to that competition. Okay, so goodbye. Okay, so now I'm at the very exciting moment. This is the new the marquee here. Now you can see that I'm on here. And then the first thing is you collect your T-shirt and name registration here, and then you walk up, and then these people, they do the equipment check. Can you wave? Yeah, they check whether everything is complete and according to the rules. Yeah, so very exciting. Where's the way in?
It's behind the curtain.
Behind the curtain.
Yeah.
Okay. I show you the way in. It's usually secret. Okay. So now in the way in, can you wave? So you will now check my my IC, the identity card, and this is the instrument of death. And I step on it, and let's see how much I go. I'm not naked, right? So. And we have, how much do we have? Can you please read the weight to me?
It's 104.5.
104.5, so it's war.
It's about 300 grams.
300 grams. Or I could undress naked. Well, is this exciting? See you later, bye bye. So next thing, the LifeWave patch. And I've prepared so I can use my single hand. First must clean the space. Yeah. Then wipe it dry. This was an alcohol pad. Then wipe it dry. And then I've prepared the Aeon here. And I patch it here. This is a magic point. Just one half removed, and then can walk through no problem. Yeah, my secret weapon for old people. Does it look nice? Yeah, quite cool. All the others laugh. Real men don't use LifeWave. I think it looks cool. It looks cool. Right. So, wish me good luck. Wish me good luck. This is the warm-up area, the athletes area. Is literally the same for national and in international events. It's quite clean. A few athletes would share one platform for warming up. And here the rack height measurement is taken. Here, which means you try out what is the right rack height, and that would be adjusted before you do your lift. Yeah, and now I have about 50 minutes left until the start of the first lift. I would now need to do some warm-up. Michael Di Donato. Yeah. Can you wave in the camera? Hi. Yeah. So now I do my warm-up, and hopefully I'm sweaty when you see me again, and then I do my warm-up means the cardiovascular one, and then I do some lifts to get up to 130 kg for my squat, and then we see how far I go. So all the bad news and good news is now running, right? The bad news, the first lift for me has been shifted, not in 45 minutes or 40 minutes, but is in 2 hours 45 minutes more or less, because I'm in the third flight of the session and not in the first one as I thought. So I don't need to warm up right now. And then, so what you see, I will look for a place where I can take a nap. I believe I found already one, and I will update you later. Bye. So what you see here is now the way in. Not way in, nonsense. The rack height adjustment. You would lie down, and then they would record your rack height during the competition. So it's easier for later when there is the competition. Then they can see whether it's the right rack height or not. No, look. See?
Yeah.
No. I think you need one hole lower.
Oh.
Yeah. No. Get scolded. Yeah.
We measure the same, sir.
Yeah. I believe you need one hole lower. Yeah. Yeah. So, you can see? It's only test, it's not a competition. Ja. Der must sein. And that's it. So I'm now together with my friend and teammate Raj. Raj is a HR expert in Google currently. So could you please tell me what is you are in recruitment, right?
Yes.
But for how long? How many decades?
No, recruitment is not so long, only 5 years.
5 years, and then before? Always HR?
In advertising, and then before in e-commerce. So I've had a number of different ones.
But you've done recruitment all the time, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So if you can name one single big mistake that is really causing so much trouble.
Hiring the wrong person. Hiring the wrong person for the role is so corrosive. It takes so much time to manage that person. It takes so much of your energy, and it detracts so much from the efficiency of the team because you're focused so much on keeping a mediocre or poor individual.
Yeah, but that is only one of the two things, right? Because once you found out that this person is in the wrong place, then it would take a super effort to get rid of the person.
Yeah, to manage them out is a very, very long-winded process.
To manage them out.
Yes.
Can you to manage someone
Out.
What does that mean?
It means that it's going to take a lot of time to manage that person.
Yeah.
To get them to a point where they either quit or you fire them.
Yeah.
Right? It's not a straightforward process. It's a whole management. Especially if you work in a big company.
Yes.
In a big company, there's lots of checks and balances, a lot of things you have to go through, a lot of documentation, a lot of records before you can actually have somebody leave.
Okay, actually, if you want me to leave, then it just takes one word, and,
Yes,
then I just go. Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
But the problem is a bad person that they don't find a job easily.
No, they
anyway,
don't.
So and they know that, right?
Yeah.
So and they give you a tough time to get rid.
Honestly, these have been the worst mistakes I've made in my career. Is hiring the wrong person for
Yeah, and then so you put more effort into the front end, then, right?
Yeah. I mean, the recruitment is where we spend a lot of time to making sure that we measure whether the person's a cultural fit, whether they have role-related knowledge, whether they have good leadership skills, whether they're a self-starter who can find problems on their own.
Self-starter.
Self-starter, right?
Means proactive, right?
Exactly. Yeah, somebody has to be able to perform the job independently at some point.
Yeah.
Right? So we have to see that they've demonstrated these skills in previous roles, because the theory is that your past behavior doesn't change so much as you go into the future, right? Your
course.
behavior stays the same.
Yeah.
So if you've demonstrated those skills before, you should be able to demonstrate them again
Yes,
in
sure.
the future. So that's where we spend a lot of our time, making sure that they have got a ratings history. Have they had a good promotion trajectory? Right? What are the background checks? Everything is checked, so that you don't make that dreadful mistake of hiring somebody that's not right. And if you do hire the right person, then they actually multiply the effectiveness of the team.
They multiply.
They become additive.
Yes, true. Yeah, because then you can show what you like most,
Yeah.
right? Which is your job, right?
Yeah,
then what you
and you then, as the manager, the supervisor, whatever, you can focus on strategy, bigger decisions, while you let the people that you employ focus on, the operations that you want them to focus on. So it makes you more effective by having a higher performing team.
Yeah, I fully agree, and that's one of the secrets of Google being so successful, right?
It's all down to me.
Thanks you. Thanks, Raj. Thanks. So you see, when we do our events, then it's not only about the sports and friends. We talk about important things for our lives, which is part of business, right? See you later, bye. Okay. So the squat exercises through 3 attempts. I was quite successful. I set the national record, 150 kg in the second attempt, and then in the third attempt broke my own national record, 155 kg. I would say that the most difficult part of the competition is over for the time being. What turned out is that replenishing my glycogen overnight was really the right thing to do. And the prerequisite for doing that was that I aimed at 2-3 kg below my body weight, being 2-3 kg below the threshold, the official threshold. So the night before, and you can really see it in my blood glucose meter, how yesterday I came home from the sauna, body weight 102.2 kg, and then I stuffed all the glucose inside me that I could find in the kitchen. Coconut water, honey, a half a bottle of honey, protein powder, 4 scoops, and then 1 entire avocado. I believe that's alone 600 calories, plus protein powder again, and then a smoothie with coconut water and the avocado. So I believe I had 2 liters of coconut water, and I also had some lemon water with vinegar, but I believe that was more an excuse. And then I put on top a dried mango, a whole package of 200 grams dried mango, covered in chocolate. There's still 1 left or 2. I need to show you. That's really energy food pure. I recommend that one. And glucose. And what happened is my blood glucose meter went haywire, and it's here. And it spiked to something like 13 over my 4 hours only of sleep. But I woke up, body weight 103 kg, and I filled it up. There's 1 mango left. And these are quite neat, because this is a mango stripe. It's dipped in chocolate on one side, and the other side is not, so you can hold it and then eat your chocolate with the mango, and you get the full sugar shock. But my blood glucose didn't spike beyond 13 or so. I stayed there for 4 hours, and I believe that half of my glycogen in my muscles was filled up overnight. And I could feel it today. I had power without end, the 155 kg squat. I felt the resistance, but I just could push through, and that's only possible if the energy is in the muscles where it is needed. So you won't be able to get that energy from some sugar that you eat 10 minutes before you do the exercise. It must be there already. So the wisest thing is, I can only say if it works for me, maybe also works for you. Try to get 1 day before the competition 3 kg below the threshold, maybe 2.5. Then come home, stuff all the glucose inside you that you find, sleep, next day in the morning, continue. I mean, I had an egg and also a smoothie and then nuts and then all what I found, because when I woke up 103 kg, can't do much wrong, right? So coconut water, coffee, all in, and then go to the weigh in, and I ended up with 104.5, if you remember. So I was 500 grams under the threshold. Quite cool. Yeah, so I'm now preparing myself mentally for the bench press. It's a discipline where I'm naturally strong, and we will see what I can do. I can feel that I can have another national record. You will see. Goodbye. Okay. Squat over, right? I raked in a national record, 155 kg. Quite good. Now bench press. And this is the athlete's view to the platform. And I can slowly approach here. My flight is the last one again, so we have started to warm up, and that would be maybe 20 minutes left or so. Looking forward to bench press. Is an easy discipline for me. Let's see what we can do. Is it running? I hope so. Yeah, so the bench press session is over, and it was interesting for me. I set the national record again in the first attempt, 115 kg, that I broke myself in the second attempt, 120 kg, and I had a third attempt with 125 kg, and that was really funny. So weightlifting shows me my boundaries all the time. So from the old times when I had 130 plus kg to today with 30 kg less, I also lost a lot of strength in my bench press. I mean, I finished the lift, but it was the first time that I had so much weight on my bar and bench press for, I don't know, 2.5 years or so. Yeah, I've never done that before. The 125. And yeah, anyway, so that's weightlifting. You cannot cheat easily because the whole audience would see what you do, and if the lift is not good, then it's simply not good. That's may sound cruel, but it's a bit how life is. And actually I like it because it reminds me all the time. By the way, here, can you see my Aeon sticker? It came half off. Probably that was the reason why I couldn't finish the third attempt. Or maybe not, I don't know. So, yeah, that was bench press, quite successful, I find, for a newcomer after 2 years with maybe I show to you. Yeah. Bar is loaded. Then someone walks in. Bar is loaded. Sitting there already. Let me see. No, I cannot zoom in. Bar is loaded. 1 minute. Be patient. Then you would unrack. Hold it stable. Then the referee, the one here, would say stop. No, this is the referee. Yeah, no worries. This is the referee. And then you see this guy here, press, drop. And then he says rec, 3 reds, so that was not a valid lift. See? At least I got 1 white from the referee. I myself in my 125 attempt, and then the 2 side referees, they saw that I was struggling with the bar, and it felt really heavy, I must say. Anyway, see you. Now I'm preparing for the deadlift. Deadlift is quite an interesting thing, and it's not my favorite, but belongs to the game. See you later. Bye. Is it running? Okay, to give you some impression. The deadlift session is not coming. We are somehow delayed. And what worries me is that my blood glucose is going down. Well, there are 2 explanations for that. The first one, I mean, what you could see, right? Yesterday when I started at midnight, more or less, but before midnight when I came home, I had this 102 point something kg body weight. And then I said, okay, now let's massive gain emergency plan, 2 kg, let's fill up glycogen. Glycogen means you need to eat glucose, you need to do carbohydrates, eat. Then these would be turned into glucose, and then also you should do it with a large spike so that lots of insulin is issued to the body, and then the insulin would turn the liver and also the cells to produce glycogen, because it's a signal, hey, there's too much glucose stored in your cells in the form of glycogen, and then it would combine with much water that I've drunk into glycogen, and then that helped me. The whole thing you will see, I will publish the glucose meter, the continuous glucose meter curve, and you would see that it took my body about 3 hours to convert all the glucose that was swimming around in the blood into glycogen. You could see, because abruptly then there was no more glucose there, and then glucose level in the blood goes down. Then I wake up and I found out, okay, my body weight cool, 103 kg plus only. So put in another kg of liquid and carbohydrates, no fiber, also a bit protein, and then from there I went to the competition, and then I keep munching my carbohydrates, gummy bears, bananas, dried fruits, chocolate, orange juice, honey sweetened protein drink, honey sweetened coconut water, or you name it, all there. And now I've eaten so much sweet stuff that I really cannot eat anymore. And what you can see in my blood glucose meter response is that that each time when I lifted, then the blood glucose came down, and when I ramped up by eating more carbohydrates, blood glucose came up, and then abrupt went down. And for me, that's a sign that the body does something with the blood glucose. And then there are only 2 ways currently: either store it in glycogen or burn it in the muscle. And I believe both have happened, because you see 2 spikes between the flights for squat and bench, and then now the whole thing came down, and my blood glucose was something in the 6-ish, and so I was driving it up by eating sweet things, and blood glucose came up to 8 or so, and now it comes down, and I'm not able to eat any more carbohydrate. I'm not able to eat any more carbohydrate, and I hope that I will survive the deadlift. 160 kg first attempt. It's not heavy, also not light. It's not serious. You will see. The camera is here. I always looked at where's the camera? Here. I always looked in the wrong place of the phone. See you later. Bye bye. Wow, okay. Now the deadlift session is over. I got 2 national records. The one is for deadlift itself, is 172.5 kg. And then there's the total record when you add up all the bench and the squat and the deadlift. That would give something like 447.5 kg, and that's also a record. So currently I'm holding 8 national records. 8.
Your watch?
Yeah, my watch here. So, Shaipu, we go for a drink or what? How many national records did you rake in today?
I don't know. I don't want to know. So.
But more than one, right?
I think so.
Which one was the most, how to say, spectacular one for you?
I think the deadlift, because I was cramping up every time.
So you had a cramp when you deadlifted?
Everything from the start,
Really?
from the warm up until the end.
Because you didn't want my chocolate. That was the reason.
But it's a good session today.
Yeah. So what was your deadlift?
Very bad. 225 only.
225 only.
Yeah.
Very pathetic, right? Well, 225 is not pathetic. It's very good. It's very
Pathetic.
It's very good. Yeah? How old are you, Chef?
50.
50. I think it's spectacular. So how much was your squat?
180.
190. Oh, you're an animal.
Pathetic.
Pathetic. And how much was your bench press?
Worse. 115.
Your bench was 150.
115.
115.
So light.
Yeah, because you only had one hand. The other one was somewhere else, right?
Got the strength. So the god.
Yeah, see, that's when you lift as a masters. Yeah, but altogether, I believe you should be happy.
Yes.
Yeah.
But individually, okay lah.
Okay, people, now you have seen how a powerlifting competition works from the start until the end. We now go for a beer, and then I may or may not update you on this one. May not, probably. Bye bye, see you next time.